Hey guys, before I get into the suitcase, I'm just gonna mention that the power is back on. All the heating and the toilets are back and everything, and the water's running through the sink, and it's all back on. I don't really know how that happened, but whoever did it is obviously involved in this, or else they wouldn't know that I was here alone. So just another person watching me, which is just great. But anyways. A couple days ago, I told you guys about this briefcase that I found in my front yard. As you can see here, there's it sounds like there's papers in there, and maybe a folder. Passcode locks on both sides. But I looked these up, and it's actually just the same number on both sides. Just this one number opens these. It's not like different numbers for both sides. It's one combination. Luckily enough, the watchman decided to give me the number 424, and so now I'm going to open it. This is the first time opening it. I can honestly say I'm really excited to see what's in here. Come on. Alright. Okay then. Okay, so looks like there are. First thing I see. Wow, it looks like there are a few papers. Doesn't look like anything else. Okay, so there's nothing else in the briefcase. Here we got a few papers here. Alright, I'm gonna sort these out, and I'll turn the camera back on when they're all together. Hey guys, I got a little bit too excited, so I went ahead and read through all these papers. And I sorted them out depending on the subject of the papers. There's 3 different kinds. This one are project reports for a project called Project Tribute. This one is a letter to my parents, and these are entries by this guy named Jeff Martin, who I'll talk to you about right now. Project Tribute, subject number 7034. I'm going to take a wild guess, say that's me. Starting off, it says, agreement from parents on my birthday. And in special notes it says, parents took some physical persuasion. Probably guess what that means. Subject's first test, 17th, 2000. Just a few years after my birthday. The subject seems promising. Accomplishments this week. Listening test, pass. Tribute test, pass. Fear test, pass. Percentage, I don't know for what, but 96. And ability to cooperate with situation, passed. But down here it says issues, or risks identified. Subject was uncooperative with Dr. Mickey and slight risk of suicide. And then the third slot's left blank. This is by the project manager, who is not stated. And of course the symbol, which I'm going to guess is the symbol for Project Tribute, which I'll explain more on that later. Project status report for Project Tribute. Project name, Project Tribute, department classified, focus area children, product/process classified, prepared by Jeff Martin and Mickey Duggery, who I suppose was the person who I guess I was uncooperative with. Hang on, I'm gonna get behind the camera here so it's easier to read. Continuing, Jeff Martin is the leader, Mickey Duggery is a sub-leader, third is the left slot, and his left unchanged. Project status report version control. Version 4.0, the date was 3/27/99. Author Jeff Martin, and there's no changes on the document, so that's not really important, I guess. Here is a letter from Jeff Martin to my parents. Author Jeff Martin, classified, August 3rd, 1998, my birthday. Lynn and Kyle Schutte, who are my parents. Project Tribute, classified. Here, I'll read this. Dear Lynn and Kyle Schutte, I assure you that your child will be put to good use. We need him for reasons that you can never know. This agreement states that you are helping humanity in ways you may also never know. Because of your donation, we will be paying for all expenses that are associated with this project. Your child will be returned to you in exactly 8 years. We will not need your address at this time. We will find it. Do not worry. We understand this is hard to understand, and we are sorry. Sincerely, Jeff Martin. Project Tribute. Alright, and here are the final stack papers. These are the log entries by Jeff Martin, and these are pretty important. Today was a sad day. This is log number 36, by the way. Today was a sad day. Another child was killed in the fear test. The way the kids scream disturbs me very deeply, but I know that I'm doing this for the right reason. On the good side, Jack is showing more improvement than the rest of the other subjects. He looks very promising. In this paragraph it mentions the fear test, which in the progress reports it says I passed, but I don't remember what they are. He just stares. That thing just stands there in the same corner every day, all day long, and stares. The faceless stare. I take a glance at it every few minutes, and I swear it's always looking at me. Although since it has no eyes, I can't be sure. Over some time I've calculated his height using the pipes running along the wall behind it, 9 feet tall. Obviously they're talking about him. Today I also came across something very strange. I was walking back to my office and that thing was standing at the end of the hallway. I said hello to it, but it did not respond. Although he was staring down the hall, I felt that he was directing his gaze toward me. As I entered my office and shut the door, the lights went out. I stayed very still, and about a minute later the light returned, but something new sat on my desk. I approached it and examined it. A hockey mask. Why a hockey mask, I wondered. I turned around and the thing was standing in the doorway, crouching down so that I could see his face. I received a deep chill, and I turned away back to my desk. I sat down and began typing this log entry. It's still watching me. Figure number 66. It watches me. It stares at me when I'm not looking. I know it. The other employees tell me he's just observing the testing subjects. But I know they're wrong. He stands outside my doorway while I sleep. Every day I see him turning his head to follow me with his gaze. I fear he is plotting something. Something dark. Something evil. Also today I put the hockey mask on that I found a few months ago. It felt like it was meant to be. I didn't want to take it off, ever. I eventually found the strength to remove it, and I hung it up on the coat rack in my office. Number 79. Jack and John have passed. John will be sent back to his home in Australia as soon as possible. I do have a slight worry for him, though. He doesn't have the responsive instincts to the instructions that Jack does. This could get him killed. Now, John, if you remember, is from Great Pixel Films. It's Robert's missing friend. That is the J number 2. Remember in his 2J's video, he got a letter saying that 2 J's are part of the plan. One shall rise, one will fall. The first J is John. The second J is me, Jack. The instructions, okay, on Jack's side, he is very responsive. We hope he will figure out what to do before his mind drifts into eternal torture. That sounds nice. The instructions have been made as simple as possible without having effects on Jack's mind. If they are too easy to follow, his thoughts will rip each other apart and he will die. We still do not know what the instructions are leading him to accomplish, but that thing sent us a message. It told us in our minds what we needed to do. It said that if we did not follow his orders, humanity would perish. Jason Hars asked how this creature could possibly punish humanity. The thing then looked directly at him. I began to feel an intense feeling of fear inside me, and I began to cry, along with the rest of my colleagues. Then suddenly tentacles sprouted from the creature's back, and they grew very long. They just hang above the creature. Then suddenly they shot toward Jason and stabbed him through the throat, and he died instantly, and the thing disappeared. Entry 126. This is the final one inside of the suitcase. I know what I must do. He has told me my purpose. He has given me my name. I am no longer Jeff Martin. I am now Abagor. I am named after the demon leader of the underworld army. I am to lead an army of his servants known as proxies. They are to follow my commands, and I am to follow his. I wear my mask. I hide my face. I follow his rules. If I cooperate, I live. My first job is to kill Mickey Duggery, my friend and colleague, and I will listen. I will always listen. I am Abagor, leader of the proxies, and all will fear me and my master's treachery. I am in him. Project Tribute. Doesn't sound familiar at all, but I guess I was involved. I was a subject, I guess, trying to follow these instructions. That if they were too simple, they would rip my mind apart. Doesn't make any sense. And also, Why would my parents ever agree to this? This doesn't seem like something that's helping humanity. It seems like something that's enslaving children. Either way, they must have had a good reason. From when I knew them, before they were murdered, they were good people. My parents were honest and trustworthy and well-minded. But they're gone now, so I have to push on by myself. Oh.